Hey, what's up guys, Max here, and today we're going to be talking about Hulkling, possibilities of rank 4. Should you be ranking up champions to rank 4 when Kabam has not fully said, hey, this champion's going to stay the way we like and design the champion, we're not going to be touching this champion, or should you expect rank down tickets? And then all this is being said because of a post and some thinking that I was doing. It just so happens that yesterday I was doing some testing on my rank 3 Hulkling, considering to take him to rank 4. And it was late at night. I was falling asleep. I couldn't even play the champion right. I mean, I wasn't playing right. So I figured, you know what, let's leave that testing for another day when it's so late during the night and I got more energy and just focus. But here we are with the situation is, do I use my resources to rank up this champion? And the reason, it's not that the champion's not worth the ranking up. I'm considering Hulkling to rank 4 because he is really good. I like him and I see more potential inside this champion. I like how he's built. I like some of the things he comes out with. I like the unblockable, features. I like the buffs that he gets, the damage that he's providing. I like the regen. I mean, all that stuff about him that he currently embodies inside his kit is what I like. But the scary part is all that can be changed if Kabam decides to just say, hey, we don't like it. And so I like it, but Kabam can be like, I don't like it, and I think it's too much, and let's bring it down. Or they can say, hey, you know what? I like it, and I like the fact that you like it, but I still feel like he needs a little bit of bump inside this area. The shapeshift charges. I mentioned, I think the cap of that he has, if it's not 8 or 9, I feel like that's not enough. I feel like if we can just bump those up, I know I was asking for 15, but I think that's way too much. It's probably being a little stingy on the charges. Maybe if we bump them up to like 3 more charges, it might help them just to keep those buffs active. But that's my personal take, right? And that's how I feel. But guess what? I'm not alone in that feeling. I was just so happened to be inside the forums and I noticed a poll. Someone went out and made a poll and a post in the forums asking the community in there saying, hey, how do you feel about the balancing program? Do you feel like if Kabam goes out and actually reworks a champion, let's grab Hulkling since I'm considering him, and just changes him up completely, should you be getting a rank down ticket? And the votes were coming in, and surprisingly, the votes were I was surprised. Let's take a look. Here is the post. It is by Skylore7000. He goes out and asks, and again, very honest question. If Kabam decides to nerf a champion via the buff program, should we expect rank down tickets? Not saying it'll happen often, but it would suck to awaken and max a good champion only to Kabam slap a nerf on the night after, or days after, or months after. Because if I'm not mistaken, the Kabam has up to 6 months to decide to rank down, rank up, nerf, buff any given champion that they come out with, that they create. So look at how split the community is. I was expecting to see, yes, we expected that number to be a little higher. I was expecting that number to be like in the 80s, maybe like an 80-20 split. But guess what? No, a lot of the people are saying no, it's your choice to rank the champion. 44 people that voted, 50 votes here, 60 according to versus 62 votes, saying no. And a lot of it in the comments below are saying, hey, Kabam went out and announced, and it is ultimately your choice. No one's forcing you to rank these champions up. You are well aware and informed that if you rank that champion up, it can be nerfed a bit. It can be buffed a bit. So you're taking a risk. You're kind of like 50-50 on this. And a lot of that brings some kind of anxiety, some kind of nervousness. And these rank up materials, guys, don't come by cheap. If we look back to my account here, let me bring it up. We know what the materials are needed to rank up a champion. But if we look here at Hulkling, look at these items. These items that we all need across the screen are not cheap, whether you're just taking your time, completing content, buying them for cash. all these items are just not just pouring down. Even though it seems like they're coming by a lot, it takes a lot of those materials to rank up a champion. So here's the vote to the community. I'll give you kind of my perspective and my thoughts on it. There's a question that was asked about to like 6 stones prestige being involved. I think that's also a feature that can be changed if I'm not mistaken. The champion can be brought down on the prestige or upgrade on the prestige. That's all a very scary thing, especially for guys that like myself that compete in the prestige race. I don't know if that was something that was announced that they might be able to do, but should we be getting our 6 stones and awakening gems back because we used them and dumped them into a specific champion? Most of the time when we're bringing these champion like Quicksilver up to rank 4, SIG 200, a lot of it has to do with prestige. You know, do we love the champion? We might not. Is the champion useful? Yes and no. Valkyrie, you know, just throwing that out there. But here's some of the posts basically in the community that kind of say rank at your own risk. Like, yes, like I believe I would definitely say no. However, it does really depend on the kind of adjustment. This is what I was going to go with. If the adjustment, it is incredibly big. Basically, they're kind of reworking the champion, which I don't think they're going to be doing because that's just too much work. I think they're just going to be looking at percentages and numbers and kind of tweaking those if they ever do that, like nerf the champion. Would be what I think we see. So one of the things too, by the way, the period that Kabam has, like I mentioned before, it's 6 months, 2 to 3 months since release, ought to be enough. Guess what? Let me bring you on screen Rintraw. Rintraw was released 5/26/2022, just last month, 8/20 something towards the end of the month. I don't remember the exact date. Kabam came out and said, so that's 3 months, and said, hey, we're not going to be touching Rintraw and Wong. We like what we see. They seem balanced. Don't worry, we're not touching these champions. So I was expecting, and we all expected, a 6-month period where Kabam can go and say, hey, we're going to be reworking this champion. But there looks like they actually accelerated that. And we're seeing now basically time periods of 3 months and now to be champions to come out and say, hey, yes, we're not going to be touching that champion. Now, that goes back to my situation. Do I go out and wait a couple more weeks and see the results? Will Kabam be changing Hulkling? Since if we look when the release date of Rintraw is 5/26, but if I go back and bring Hulkling on screen, we see him coming out 6/23, a month later. He was the next following champion. So ideally, based off that schedule, and it's not even correct, I'm assuming here, at the end of this month, we should be seeing the results if Hulkling is not going to be reworked. But that's just hoping for the good and the best. And then it could last an additional 3 months. They could say, hey, we said, I believe in the post, hey, we have up to 6 months to look into the champions, whether we like them the way people are playing them. Are people not playing them enough? Do they need a buff? You know, so it's very scary. I don't like playing the game this way. I don't like not knowing, especially with new champions, if they're going to be reworked or not. But that, again, lets me to be in this predicament of a situation with Hulkling. Do I go out and rank him up? Or do I go out and rank up another champion that I also enjoy, that I know it's not going to be reworked at all, and invest all my catalyst in? But guys, let me know your comments. Let me know your thoughts on this subject in the comments below. Have you gone and take up new champions like I have? Quicksilver, rank 4. I'm not saying that I'm not going to be taking up champions to rank 4, but when it comes to non-prestige champions, again, I play the prestige race when it comes to my account. Very focused in that. But when it comes to non-prestige champions that I think I will actually be using, champions that are going to be added to my roster, whether for Alliance War, for questing, for making the game a lot easier for me to just enjoy, whether that part of the game, it's very concerning. When it comes to prestige, I just don't even think about it. I just rank them up and do it. But when it comes to the other side of things, I overthink the situation. Let me know if you're just like me, guys, in the comments below. What are your thoughts? Should we get ranked down tickets when the nerf is too big, or should we not get any of it? Are you kind of like in that 40% as well that, hey, Kabam already was fully transparent, gave us the news, and let us know, hey, this can happen, so rank at your own risk. Let me know. It was nice talking to you guys. Take care. Have a beautiful weekend. See you in the next video. Peace.